Hear me. I said happy Thursday to you, Francine. How you doing today? And I also said, where's Melanie at? Forgot to turn my mic on. Oh, it's about to rain. I hear the thunder. I don't know if y'all heard that or not, but oh, okay, all right. Yeah, I decided to do a live today. Early live. I got some fresh meatloaf in the oven right now, so I got a couple hours to kill. How's everybody doing today though, man? Oh yeah, I make some good meatloaf. Here in about an hour, I gotta coat the top with some more ketchup. Redeemer says, God bless you. I hope you have a great day. Stay safe, man. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate it. Praise God. I will do my best, I promise. Man, I feel good, bro. I feel I feel not in the best shape physically. I got issues, but spiritually, man, I couldn't ask to feel better. A bird flew into the house today, man. Can you believe it? Yeah, yeah, definitely. His name is Danny. He's around here. He makes me feel he makes me feel good too, man. Animals always make me feel great. It's getting ready to rain here in a minute. Matter of fact, I got the front window open, but I'll close it. Yeah, a bird flew into the house. It's a little bitty bird, but we let him out, let him get back outside. Even though we have a bird cage, but I ain't trying to lock no bird up. He deserves to be free. Damn, you got 5 dogs. That's what's up. Most I ever had at once was two, but we ended up giving one dog away because we could only take one. When I lived out of state, we had a really cool little dog. His name was Foofy. That's what we called him, Foofy. He was a little I don't know what kind of dog he was, but I know he was worth a couple $100. We got him from this girl. She just she gave us two of them, but we had to get rid of one of them. And we used to let him run down the sidewalk. Little bitty dang man. But the dog now, my daughter's dog, he's a full grown American Akita that is very strong. So he's about the size of a German Shepherd. And he's got the temperament of one as well. So, Chloe, what's going on, sweetheart? How was your day? Hopefully, it's going stellar. I'm assuming it is if you got some time to burn. I need to get comfortable. I ain't never comfortable sitting here. You are seven, like 7 years old. Please don't tell me that you meant you're 7 years old. This is an adult chat. Alian Dawson, How you doing? Greetings. Welcome to the channel. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. It would be highly appreciated. I do my best to keep people entertained, and I don't think I'm too bad at it. I think I'm all right, you know. We're just maintaining and staying sane. Bye bye, Chloe. She said bye bye. Ooh, I can hear the rain coming down. Hold on, let me go shut this window. No, it actually ain't coming down yet, but I thought I heard it. But it's pretty dark. It was just sunny too, man. And the temperature is supposed to be 70 degrees today. Lots of snow in Canada, huh? Well, you're a lot farther north than me, so that makes sense. The temperature is probably way colder here. Ooh, could you guys hear that? Loud thunderclaps? Yeah, you know what? For whatever reason, bro, I get a lot of children on my channel, so I have to always be conscious of that, which is strange because when you first launch any channel, you have to specify by law what kind of content you have. So, um, I put it's not for children because I use foul language at times. I don't do anything other than that, but I do cuss, so viewer discretion is advised. So, how old is the limit? You know what? I would have to check the the guidelines for that, but I'm assuming it's 18 and up to protect the creators legally. But, throughout the duration of me having this channel, I've had many kids, and you know what I found? That they use their parents' phone or they use their parents' account to search the lives. Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not cursing today, but I mean, at times I do, bro. And I would hate for, you know, a kid to be sitting there watching my stuff and their parents walk up right as I'm cussing at somebody. I don't want to end up in a position like that, but it happens. But no, you legally have to specify what your content is about. What's going on, Zane? Zane in the house. I've always liked that name, Zane. Oh, I hear the rain now for sure. Yeah, it's raining now, people. And it sounds like it's gonna get pretty bad. It wasn't supposed to rain till 2. So the rain came 2 hours early, hour and 40 minutes early. I've been following a case here in Detroit. There is a guy that did some pretty heinous crimes that involved an unaliving of a young girl. It's all right, Chloe, don't worry about it. And he recently got sentenced to a very long prison term, and it's been all over the platforms today that they found the guy unalived in his jail cell today. And on one hand, I would say that's real unfortunate, but on the other hand, he did some pretty heinous stuff, so it doesn't surprise me at all that that happened to him. They said it was self-inflicted, but you never know with the media, right? Yeah, it's 12:20 for me here. So if it's 9:21, you in the Colorado, Utah area, I'm assuming, cuz wait, no, you're on the West Coast all the way. Were you in California, Oregon, Arizona, Las Vegas? You somewhere out there on the west. Yeah, it's a 3-hour difference from we're on Eastern time where I'm at. You can't say not even the state. I don't need to know the city, but I just want to know like the state. But you don't really have to tell me the state because I know the time zones. There's 3 of them. There's Western, Central, and Eastern. And if you're 9, that's Western. So it is all good. Bye bye, Chloe. You have a great day. Yeah, I used to live. I'm from the West Coast. I was born and raised on the West, but I've been out here in Michigan for 9 years. So I'm a resident nowadays, which is cool. I don't mind being a resident. I'm a resident wherever I go. I may not always like it, especially when you're the type of person that been in one particular place pretty much your whole life and then you pop up in a new environment. It can cause a little bit of depression, boredom. uh I don't have a lot of friends, so I got more friends on YouTube than I have in my regular everyday life. So that should tell you everything you need to know. I don't have any friends on YouTube neither. I got people that I know, but I haven't never physically met nobody. So, you can't really call them a friend until you know them. But it's all right though. I don't need any friends at this stage in my life. I don't need no friends, bro. Who needs friends when, from what I came to find, yeah, I have a dog. My daughter has a dog. He's around here somewhere. Let me see. Matter of fact, he's right here. Come here, Danny. Come here, buddy. He's laying by the door waiting for me to open it. All right, Redeemer, you have a great one, bro. Absolutely, man. You have a great day. Come here, Danny. He's lazy. He don't want to get up right now. You just gonna lay there? All right. I'll talk to you later then. He don't want to get up. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Chloe. I do. I really appreciate that. No, I don't need friends. Friends are good though. Friends are good if they're healthy friends. La Casa, what's going on, bro? How you doing today, man? It is a great day, ain't it? I hope it is a great day. Yeah, only way I've ever experienced friends was maybe it was the lifestyle that I had throughout my life. Most of my friends were only gathering information, right? So they could see what angle they were gonna backstab me on. I don't know why that was my life, but I have a feeling it's got something to do with the gang stalking and the targeting that I've been up under for all these years, bro. But I had a couple real ones though. You know, one of my main friends, he's passed away now. Rest in peace to Elijah. He was something like a real friend, although he did weigh out stuff from time to time, unexplainable, weird stuff. But it's an American Akita. They kind of look like German shepherds, but way more handsome. I don't really like to call the dog cute because he's a boy. His name is Danny, but he's a little cute dog though. Oh, he OD'd. You know what? Let me tell you a a quick little story, man, about two brothers that I grew up with that are both in the cemetery now, man. My friend Joe, that was our best friend when I was growing up. Like we was at Joe's house every day. And then even when we were at school, we kicked it with him on the playground, right? His grandmother knew us, like everybody knew, even his neighbors knew us. And after I left California, no, you're not allowed to have I'm at the stage of my gang stalking where they've cut off my ability to make money for the most part. So, you know, you're gonna hear me talk about not having a job as I've done multiple times since I've launched the channel. I'm at that stage, right, where they just wanted to throw me out on the street, make me homeless, and take my ability to work away. It's a very unfortunate position to be in, but what can you do? La Casa, the last time I was in California was 2015. I went to a family reunion in Orange County at Soak City in Buena Park. That was the last time I was in California, 2015. As a matter of fact, it might have, no, it was 2015. We spent a day at the water park and I got to see all my people. And since then, one of my people also passed. But let me get back to this quick story, man, about my two friends that were brothers, man. John and Joseph. I had to fight somebody for John, right? He got approached by a white supremacist kid. And I mean, like the kid's whole family was white supremacists, from the dad, the mom, all the brothers. They were very, very racist and they wanted to bully John because he had black friends. So I got into a fight with him. And you know what's so great? I didn't get into a fight with John. I got into a fight with this kid named Lucas for John because John was scared to fight and I wasn't, right? Crazy part about it is I had got into a fight up north with this kid from San Francisco and I broke my hand. So I was out there fighting with a broken hand. So I was just hitting the dude with my cast, right? But anyways, right? Joe ended up ODing after I left California, man. They found him in the driveway in his truck and they were looking all over for him, right? By the time they found him, he was stiff. So they had to, according to what I heard, they had to take him out the truck sideways because he was. in that rigor mortis state. And when I heard that, man, I couldn't help it, man. I shed some tears because I was like my best friend, right? And it affected his big brother John so much that he started like doing heavy drugs. He was homeless a lot. He couldn't, hold a active job anymore. He just something about his brother passing messed him up mentally, and he ended up ODing too, man. But I don't know. I don't know if they OD'd, if they got spiked. Because I had another friend named Matt that he was the dealer out there, man, and he was doing pretty good for himself, man. And he decided to move up to Sacramento area. And as soon as he got there, he went to get high with some guys and they gave him some stuff. This was a story I got, right? Another friend I grew up with, right? And he OD'd, man. So throughout my life, bro, man, I've had so many of my friends, at least 5 of them that OD'd. And but I heard Matt got set up though. They gave him some bad dope on purpose so they could rob him. And that's exactly what they did. He OD'd and they took his money, they took his drugs, they took everything from him. And then, that was it. But it's like, bro, that's why I don't have friends. I don't want friends anymore, man. Now, if I just happen to meet somebody, I feel like I'll 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 know. And even if I don't know, I'm gonna screen anybody. I'm gonna only mess with a person with a long handled spoon, as the old saying goes, just for the simple fact that everything I've experienced in my life, all my friends, they weren't even real friends. That's why we don't speak anymore. Chloe says that she has 19 dogs. Appreciate that, Bing Bong. It is what it is, man. We're living in a dark world these days, man. Very, very, very demonic, very satanic. A lot of people are involved with things behind closed doors and in the dark that you may or may not know about. And hey, listen. All right, I'm back. Can you guys hear me okay? Wait a minute. Did Lacasa say 19 dogs is madness? Well, no, that's probably a kennel. There's no way they got 19 dogs in their house. That's wild. That's wild. I don't know if you guys can hear me, man. Oh, the volume was down. Hey, give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that, people. Sorry. Oh, look who it is. Rory Gilmore. Did he come in here with the fuckery? No, he didn't. How are you, Queef Nugget? You know, Rory, I got to give you credit, man. You know what? You be commenting on my videos, which lets me know I watch them. Melanie, how you doing today? I was just asking your mom where you was at. She said you was resting. So hey, good afternoon. I'm just waiting on some meatloaf to cook down a little bit. And well, I appreciate you I don't want to say running, but you uh, jumping on the phone and saying what's up cuz hey man, ain't nothing like some good support, right? Um what was I going to say? I didn't make no video of this meatloaf today though. The thing is I've been kind of cooking stuff lately that's stuff I've already posted, so I'm not going to remake a video of the same stuff cuz that would be weird. So what I'm going to do is I still got my ribs lined up, but I still got my ribs lined up. So what I'm going to end up doing is making that video. So once again, just be looking for that one when I post it. But I like to post in phases. I don't have the equipment to do like the professional to where I can like take a quick film of me chopping up, but I can edit. It's just really hard to edit. That's all. I can definitely edit, but it's just takes a long time the way I have to do it. So I don't want to it's not like a professional editing tool. So um but I could take a video of me doing the spices, take another video of me chopping up the veggies, take another video of me. Like I could do all that, but I probably would wait until I can get some of the stuff that I need, like a computer and Microsoft, whatever you Microsoft Word or the editing for video app or programs. At some point, I will. At some point, I absolutely will. But right now, I'm kind of just focused on just doing my little easy to put together videos. But it takes a lot of work for me to do it because, like, I just incorporate my videos with my everyday life. So it just also lets you know that I stay active, I stay doing stuff, going places, and you know, um, so right now I got the what you call it, the meatloaf going, but rest assured it looks the same as the last one I made because I have a signature way. The only thing I did different today is I added 2 eggs instead of one, and I luckily had some Worcestershire sauce. And you are welcomed anytime, Francine. You know what? One of these days I'll take a trip to Canada and I'll go barbecue at the nearest park in Toronto, and I'll be sure to go live. So when you guys are like, "Oh, where are you barbecuing at?" I'm gonna say, "Oh, I'm up here in Toronto at the park over," and you're gonna be like, "What? We're right around the corner." I'm like, "All right, we'll pull up. I got a stack of 100 plates, spoons and forks. I got disposable dishes, and I got plenty of food." So yeah, you know, sometimes, things just work out the way that they're supposed to work out, and you can't do nothing but appreciate, the little things in life, like having a good meal to eat, if nothing else. You got that right. I got my tribal band, right? I don't want to show off all my tattoos, but I got a lot of them. Um But that tribal band. Oh, you're in Ontario. I don't know why I said Toronto. My bad. I don't know why I said Toronto. I guess Toronto and Ontario are not far from each other, I think. But it seemed like, yeah, Ontario and Toronto are. How far is Toronto from Ontario? While I'm sitting here acting like I know. Cause that is something, yeah, I assumed it wasn't that far. Um, yeah, big things on the horizon though. I promise you that, man. I can't. If you haven't already, please hit the like button and subscribe. Yeah, there's a couple folks in here that ain't I always get that. I always thought that was strange, but I do it, so I can't really say much that I've went into people's lives and I literally didn't say anything. Oh, yeah. You know what? Let's do that. Let me pin that. I've went into people's lives and not said anything many a times. And I'm pretty sure that the people on the live that see the numbers were probably like, man, so I got four people, but I only see two people talking, you know. But nowadays I make it a point to at least say hello at the very least. You know what I'm saying? At the very least, you know. So this I'm at 35 minutes right now. I'm probably gonna cut it at around like an hour because I have some things that I need to do today, and I'm cooking. As a matter of fact, in about, I don't know, well, in 15 minutes I gotta go check the food because I like to, like, when I'm doing my meatloaf, I like to bake it for an hour. Then I'll turn on the broiler for about 15 minutes to get a nice crust over the top, and then turn off the broiler and let it bake again for another hour. And then I'll take it out and drain all the damn oil and juice out of the pan that I cook with. And then that should take it on home. But I must make sure that the onions and the pepper and the garlics and all of that I put in there, it's got to be cooked. It has to be softened up and it has to be cooked. And of course, obviously, if anybody cooks meatloaf, you know that the egg is just to keep it together as a loaf. So, yeah, I love to well, I don't put ketchup in the meatloaf. I put Worcestershire sauce in it, and then I put ketchup on top of it, and then I'll add ketchup when it's cooked. But I do glaze the entire top half of it with ketchup. When I take it out the oven, the whole top will be glazed with ketchup. And I only use Hunt's ketchup. I don't really like Del Monte ketchup. I mean, I'll use it, but I don't use Del Monte to glaze meatloaf. But I guess it don't matter because all I ever buy is Hunt's or Heinz. No, it's Hunt's. Hunt's ketchup. So many damn ketchup companies out there. I'd be forgetting, man. And then I use French's mustard, right? French's mustard is the best if you get heartburn. It burns at first when it first hits your stomach, but then it definitely makes you let out a nice little burp, and then the heartburn subsides. But my condition is so severe. How you doing, Chloe? My heartburn is so severe that even when I drink baking soda, it only is temporary. It never lasts long term, man. I mean, of course I do. Chloe, you was just in here like 10 minutes ago. 10, 15 minutes ago. You said you had 19 dogs. I hope they're not all cooped up inside your house, by the way, because that's a lot of dogs to be in one house unless you got like a mansion or something. But I don't know anybody with a mansion who would want to let 19 dogs tear it up because dogs have a tendency to tear up some stuff. But if you have a nice big backyard and a lot of space, that would be a perfect home for a dog. 19 of them. Oh, your phone died. All right. Well, you know what? I got my phone on the charger right now for that. Hey, hold on. I'll deal with it in a minute. Everywhere in the house. You know what? I knew this lady, man, in California, man. She had Great Danes. I'm talking about four of them, and then she had about 12 cats. And you could tell immediately when you walked into her house too. Oh man, it smelled like animals. But these dogs, I'm talking about when her Great Dane stood up on their hind legs, 6 feet two, easily. Like when I was that young, man, these were the biggest dogs. I've been around Great Danes, but like she had four of them, and then she had all these little cats. And so, like, the animals had their own room. She had a room in the house with nothing in it. It was just the animal room. But she had wood floors. So when she'll come home from somewhere, you'll hear them all running. They go sliding across the floor because there was no carpet. Man, I really liked that lady, man. She drove a little Toyota Tacoma, like an old 90s one, with a camper shell on it. And sometimes she would take all the dogs with her and they would jump into the back of the camper shell. And I always wondered, like, how does she do it? All them damn dogs and cats, because she is an animal lover. Yeah, I love dogs too. I'm an animal lover in general. I like all animals. I really used to not like birds. I have a very strange story about the reason I started liking birds. And then I started to learn about birds independently. Like I didn't go to school to learn about them. I just used to learn about them on the internet, and I would just read different articles in magazines and books about birds. And then I started really liking and respecting birds. But it started in a very strange way that maybe one day I'll make a video about it. But right now, just know I'm an animal lover through and through. I love all animals, even fish. I always felt guilty going fishing because I was like, damn, I'm about to pull these fish out the water, cut them up, and eat them. And I don't have to. I could go to a fast food place if I just wanted to. Okay. Oh man, fake birds. I never trusted people who had fake plants in their house. If you got a bunch of fake plants in your house, it always made me be like, "Hey man, why ain't you got no real plants, bro?" But fake plants are cool. I mean, you can make them look nice. I was when I was gonna make me a YouTube little studio, I was gonna have fake plants in the background and in the corners, but I don't know. Maybe this summer I'll get some real plants. Who knows? I was gonna get the corrugated um the corrugated brick print cardboard that you roll out onto a wall and then it looks like brick. Or maybe the backside is corrugated so it can roll up, but it's got like the waves in it. That's old school right there. I just had a weird thought of my auntie when I used to live up in Washington State above Oregon. Um, she had a Volkswagen van with the classic color. Let me ask you guys a question though. When you think of a classic Volkswagen van with classic colors, what would be the classic colors that you would think of for a typical Volkswagen Beetle bus? That's what I want to know. There is a specific color combination that you see a lot of back in the day with that bus. Well, my aunt had one with the classic colors and then had the nerve to have wood paneled walls in it and shag carpet, like full on hippie. That was my aunt, hippie to the bone. I'm talking, uh, uh, why are you sad, Chloe? We don't want any sad people. Not that we don't want you, we just don't want anybody to be sad. 45 minutes. Hold on, let me go check this food real quick. Well, I am happy to announce that it is smelling good. I'm starting to think that Chloe really loves her animals because she's got a mixture of the cats and the dogs. I love my animals too. As a matter of fact, my dog he is right here, but he won't get up. He's acting lazy. Chloe is 7 years old. That's what she just told me. Oh, your cat passed away. Yeah, you said that. But don't worry, Chloe, that's the cycle of life. It's always going to be sad. It's always going to be sad, though. There's no denying that. I when I first started my channel, one of the first posts I made was a post of a cat that we found unalived on the side of the house. I've taken it down. It's not up no more. I still have the video in my archives, but I won't be posting it no more. And I should have thought about it before I even posted it. But I posted it because, I thought that it was I thought that it was strange that we found the cat in that condition, but what is that? Man, I got nerve damage in my right arm, bro. I keep feeling little phantom feelings like hair is on my arm, but there's no hair on my arm. The weirdest feeling, and I hate that feeling. Oh, you're 8. I thought you were 7. No, it's cool because I'm not saying nothing inappropriate. I'm not even cussing. It's fine. Um, I'm covered either way it goes. I don't I don't I don't know though, it's hard to say, but she's been in here all this time, so you're good, Chloe. Don't you worry about it. And by the way, may God bless your cat. Cats are ancient creatures that are supposed to be most connected to the spiritual world, so um we have to acknowledge that. Yeah, you're definitely 8 talking like that. No, there's not no worries, no worries. I'm gonna be getting off of here in about 10 minutes anyways. I'll be back later. I'll be back later. I don't know, after the sun goes down for about another hour or something. But as of right now, um, I just wanted to jump on to see, who was on here, who was up, and who was just chilling. I always have a good time. I just don't go live like I used to, man. It's exhausting, man. And I pay attention to the numbers way too much. Like I need to stop doing that. Like, cause right now it says 1, but I know that's just an illusion. Oh, my dog is not only is he not lazy, he's strong too. Let me see. Hey, Danny, come here. Here, you want this food? Come here. Come here, buddy. Come here, Danny. Wow, he is not getting up. That is crazy. Here, come here. You know what I think it is? He knows I'm on this video. He doesn't like coming in here because I lock him in the room. Well, I have a daughter that's 7. She just turned 7, so she's got a whole year before she turns 8. Oh, here he comes. Come here, buddy. Oh, he just went upstairs. What a a-hole, man. You know what it is? I didn't let him go outside today. But I the other night I was cooking chicken and I cooked him a whole half a chicken breast just for his self, not even a part of the main meal. And that's how he gonna do me. All right. He gets mad when I don't take him for a walk. That's fine. I am not tripping. Right, right, right. Happy belated birthday. Look at old Chloe. She's the star right now. I don't know what I would do with 8 dog or 19 dogs. That's a lot of dogs. And they're all in the house. That's that's living on the wild side. But if I had 19 dogs, I would do it. Probably if I had like a dog rescue foundation or something, which I wouldn't mind having. Going and snatching up the stray dogs and calming them down and feeding them, giving them a place to be instead of watching them get euthanized. I ain't never agreed with that, but I understand. It's just like it's not like they don't euthanize people these days anyway. They euthanize people too. It's just we don't want to admit it. the people, the people don't want to admit that people also get euthanized, which I still don't know what euthanized means. I mean, I know what it means, but I just never understood why they call it that because it almost doesn't sound like what it should sound like. But it's all to the good. It's all to the good. I tell you what, I can't wait for Friday. Friday sounds like a good day, man. It's the end of March. My sister's birthday is tomorrow. She'll be turning 45 years old. Wow, I remember when we were 10. Now I'll be 45 next year. She's 45 this year. She's a year older than me. 12 months. 12, 13, 14, 13 and a half months older than me. No, she's almost, let me see, January, February, March. So she's almost 14 months exactly. She's 3 days shy of a solid 14 months older. Well, if you want to leave, if you want me to leave, I can leave. It's okay. I don't care. No, it's not that, Chloe. It's just that there's guidelines to YouTube and people can get in trouble. That's all. It's got nothing to do with you. You don't have to go anywhere. Um, you're good. Don't worry about it. Like I said, I haven't even cussed today, so but my content is definitely for the older crowd. But since there's only two people showing, which is probably just you, Francine, and Melanie, then don't worry about it. Yeah, 58. You know what? That's 58's not old though. 58 is barely after your middle age. Cuz 40's middle age, or at least it used to be, right? 40 middle age. So being 58, that's 18 years after middle age. That still doesn't make you old. That just makes you, on the far side of middle age, but middle age is still good. Like when you start reaching like 60 and 70, that's different. But even any number in the 50s is still considered on the far side of the spectrum of middle age, because people are supposed to be able to live to 80, 90 years old, right? But I suppose it depends on our diet. Um, I was just watching a video last night of a guy talking about he went to Africa and he was literally watching 90-year old women climb trees with machetes and cutting leaves and different fruits down off the tree. And not only did they climb up with the machete with no shoes on, before they even got back down to the base of the tree, they jumped and landed on their feet. And we're talking 85 to 90-year-old women jumping, moving around. But you got to understand their diet is nothing like our diet. Not in America, not Canada. Their diet is nothing alike because everything they eat doesn't come from a store or anywhere near a store. And even if they do got a store, it ain't nothing but like a little structure that they built and then filled it with just like some of their stuff that they come across through their territory. Like they don't have what I'm trying to say is they don't have big grocery chains out where they're climbing trees with machetes to, because that was the whole reason she was in the tree, was to get some fruit and some leaves to cook with. So, they got he was also saying they got plants out in Africa that if you touch them, they'll shrivel up and then they won't unshrivel and bloom back out until you walk away from the plant. So plants are alive and alert. And if you eat that plant, you will get the benefits from not only the nutrients but from the DNA, from the healthiness of the plant, from the purity of the plant. And you know what they say, that if you take a seed before you plant it and you swish it around in your mouth, it will read your DNA, and whatever ailment that you have, the plant will produce what it takes to boost your parts of your DNA in your body that's lacking. The plant will it'll 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 produce what you need most to keep you healthy. But nowadays, so many plants, seeds and shit that we have here are so genetically modified that it's hard to get that. You know what I mean? It's hard to get that. So you might have a seed, but it may have came from a line of a plant family that was already being modified, whether it was the leaves were being clipped or it was being fed chemical nutrients that affected the DNA to where, and the reason that you know this to be true is people that grow tomatoes, that grow cannabis and different plants will tell you that just because you have a seed, there may be mutations locked within the seed that you can't get out because the seed is the offspring of a plant that was modified, not necessarily cloned, but just fed chemicals its whole existence. And so now you have a seed which you feel like, oh, I got this seed. But guess what? The seed is no longer organic because it's got different DNA than how it naturally would have formed because of the chemicals, and shit like that. So I don't think they have that problem out in Africa, way out in the villages, and the people that live far out, whether it be in the jungle or in the desert. Chloe goes on to say, well, all my dog does is just sleep and eat, the lady. But now, what you say is somebody breaks in the middle of the night, they will attack. If anyone tries to stop them, they won't. Okay, absolutely. Well, I am looking forward to a new day. We are now 62 minutes in. I guess I can go another 10 minutes. I'm actually kind of drowsy for some reason, man. I spent my whole night last night eating cherries and berries. I bought this big bag of fruit. It's called triple berry mix. It's got blueberry, blackberries, and raspberries. And because I know that those particular berries ease inflammation in your body, I usually put them in a cup and, make a little drink where I have juice and I have the berries, and then I'll drink the juice. And when the juice is gone, I'll just eat the berries. But I didn't have any juice last night, so I kind of just ate them raw. I did use a bottle of water just so I could have like some berry water, but I'm real drowsy today, man. But I woke up at like 2 a.m. and I've been up ever since. Then I had some coffee. I actually had 2 cups of coffee. And then one of my favorite things to do, and please don't call me nasty for this, but this is something I like to do. I like to eat a scoop of peanut butter on a spoon, about 10 grams of peanut butter. And then I like to drink whole milk behind it. I like to mix whole milk with peanut butter. To me, that's like I could eat that forever. That's like pure protein and um whatever you get out of milk, vitamin D and whatever. I don't know all what whole milk has to offer, but I like to eat creamy peanut butter with an ice cold glass of milk. Been doing it ever since I was a kid. And I will probably continue doing it because when I'm having stomach issues and I don't feel like I can eat nothing heavy or nothing spicy or nothing with any grease or oil, I'll just eat 10 grams of peanut butter and I wash it down with a cup of ice cold milk. And I've been doing it for so long that that became like a delicacy for me, like for real. Yeah, that's something I enjoy. Hey, but listen, I'm going to end this video here for now, everybody. It was good talking to y'all. I'll be back shortly in a couple hours. So rock with me later on if you catch me on. It'll probably be another hour, couple minutes. But I'll holler at you guys later, man. Y'all have a good day.